welcome back to Mrs. Hewitt's Spelling at Home. This is your Key Stage 2 session, which focuses on word study, which is about using morphemes to build our words together. Okay, so we look at prefixes and suffixes, how that can help you with spelling and to figure out the meanings of words. Today's root morpheme is this one. It is fort, and that comes from the Latin fortis, which means strong. So all our words that have fort in relate to strong or strength in some way. Okay, so I'm going to show you our morpheme grid, and you can build words. There are quite a few pathways on this one, so I think you'll get quite a lot of words. Okay, so I'm going to pop the morpheme grid up to the screen. You can pause your video and see how many words you can build. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to just show you here, there's some different pathways you can go. So here we have obviously effort, and that would make the word effort, and then you'd have other bits that add here, so effortless, okay, and then up here we've got comfort and other words that relate to uncomfortable and discomfort, but you could also not have any prefixes and just start here, and you could have fortify or fortress, fortification, and we'll look at some of the spelling rules that go with adding those suffixes down there, because you do need to drop some letters when you merge some of those morphemes together. Okay, so here is our word sums. Here are our word sums. You can see at the top there I've put effort. Now this EF prefix here actually is a variant of the X prefix, the EX. Okay, but the X has changed to an F to assimilate with the F that is following, which is why you get the double consonant. So, and we know that X actually means to give out, relates to things being given out. So if you think about effort, it's actually you're putting a lot of strength into something. You're giving out a lot of strength, making a real effort. It relates to obviously trying really hard, but it's about giving out that strength there. So we've got effort, okay. Comfort, it means with or together. Okay, so if we're saying that something's quite comfortable, if you're saying you comfortably do something, you kind of have that strength within yourself already. It's not an effort. You don't have to give a lot out. So I think that is where the original, they did it comfortably. They did it quite easily without a lot of need for strength. So the comfort, and then the able, obviously describing, makes it describing of how it is, the adjective is very comfortable. So comfort with strength, okay. Comfortably, where we've added the ly suffix there to make it into an adverb, you can see there when we're mixing together the able and the ly, you actually drop that ly there to make that ably as one suffix, okay. So comfortably there. Then we had fortify. Fortify actually means to make something stronger. So if you were saying, they put extra poles in to fortify their fence, for example, means they've made it stronger. You fortify. So quite often that ify is the verb. So fortify is a verb, fortifies. So again here we had a word that ended with a y. We made it into a with the s on the end, so the plural, or to show that they're doing it in third person in the verb form. Fortifies, we've got the ies. You don't have the ys, you have the ies, okay. And then the same here, fortification. So that's actually what a fort is short for. You think of a fort being like a building that's on the coast looking out, a bit like a castle, isn't it? A fort with a moat round or whatever. Fort is short for fortification, so like a stronghold, a really strong building. Okay, so the fortification, we've got there, we've dropped the y, changed it to an I because we're adding a suffix, so that when you add things, the y's always change to i's, okay, very, very stay the same. And then we've got the e here dropping because our suffix starts with a vowel after it, so that's how you get that shun ending, comes from the 8, cross out the t, makes the shun, okay, fortification. And again there, fortified, we've got the y changing to the I before the ed. And just down there I've got uncomfortable, because we had comfortable. If something is uncomfortable, it means it's not comfortable. So you weren't doing it very easily or with a lot of strength. You were doing it, it was required a lot of effort, quite to exert more more strength. Okay, so it's interesting there, because I would never personally have thought of comfort actually coming from that root of having strength, because you think comfortable as being quite easily, but they do all come from the same root, fort meaning strong. So that's something that you can remember, and hopefully that will help you break those words up. Remember that shun suffix relates to the ion. Think about the root word that comes before it, if it's a T or an S, okay? So hopefully you found that quite interesting. Fort meaning strength, and again, when you learn foreign languages, you'll hear like forte in Spanish is strength. Okay, it's about being strong. So all of these, where they come from the Latin, quite a lot of those languages in French and Spanish have some of these words in them that will help you. Again, you can kind of go, oh yeah, that makes sense, it relates to that in English. So it's quite useful for your foreign language learning as well. Okay, your job now is to pick a couple of them, write a couple of sentences, and I will see you back here tomorrow for some more word study. Cheers, see you later, bye.